World War III hasn't started. We would know.
You didn't get a warning when it began. No one declared it. No one asked you to stock up food or sign up to fight. But it started.
We would have seen it.
You did see it. Your food bill went up because a shipping route became a war zone. A mobile app went dark in several countries because two world powers are punishing each other. That drone strike you ignored last week is actually linked to the previous one, and the one before that.
Those are separate problems.
That is exactly what a world war looks like before anyone gives it a name.
A world war means tanks, armies, countries declaring war on each other.
That was last century. World War I didn't announce itself either. It started as small regional fights that slowly merged into one. Historians named it a world war after it ended. We are not waiting for this one to end.
So what does it look like now?
Russia is fighting in Ukraine. Iran sent Russia drones. North Korea shipped weapons, at one point supplying nearly half of all the bullets and shells Russia needed. China is quietly sending the parts and tools that keep Russia's war machine running. 4 countries, 1 war effort.
That's still one conflict.
In the Middle East, Iran fired missiles directly at Israel for the first time ever. Israel fired back. America moved warships into the Gulf. Strait of Hormuz that carries 1/5 of the world's oil every single day was threatened with shutdown.
These are regional conflicts.
Multiple world powers fighting wars on 3 continents at the same time. Over 100 countries raised their war budgets in the same year, the biggest jump since the Cold War. That is not a regional pattern. That is a global one.
Maybe the world is just tense right now.
In 2024, the world spent $2.72 trillion on weapons. In 1 year, Russia put 7% of its entire economy into its military, the kind of number countries hit during active wars. When governments cut schools and hospitals to pay for weapons, they are not worried about tension. They are preparing for something specific.
But no one is fighting America directly.
That is the point. China hasn't sent weapons to Russia. It sends parts and tools wrapped in paperwork. Russia hasn't attacked any NATO country directly. It jams plane navigation signals over Finland. It cuts internet cables under the Baltic Sea. It hacks power grids across Europe. Acts of war, dressed as accidents.
Why hide it?
Because a formal declaration forces a formal response. This kind of war works because it stays just below that line. Enough damage to weaken, not enough to force a fight.
That sounds calculated.
It is. The goal is not to win a single battle, it is to weaken the other side, slowly, quietly, until they lose the will to push back.
And normal people feel this without knowing why?
A blackout that was actually a cyber attack. A price spike that was actually a blockade. A product missing from shelves that was actually a supply chain targeted on purpose. The war reaches your daily life long before it reaches your news.
Why don't leaders just say this?
Some are. NATO's top official warned that free countries need to shift to a war mindset. France told its hospitals to prepare for mass military casualties. Poland is teaching children to shoot in school. Sweden sent every household a booklet with one title, "If Crisis or War Comes."
So governments know.
They are preparing, quietly, because telling people a world war has already started, without a clear enemy to point at, without a front line to show on a map, is something no leader knows how to say out loud.
So we are living through it without being told.
A former advisor to the White House described it this way: this war is fought through satellites, shipping routes, supply chains, and software. It stays below the level where people recognize it as war, until it becomes personal, until the quiet breaks into the open.
And when does that happen? When clear enemy will show its face?
When one mistake in one place triggers a response somewhere else. When one cyber attack causes a real explosion. When something goes wrong faster than anyone has time to think.
Then everyone will know.
By then the only question left is what took us so long to see it.